Okay, good day everyone. How are we doing? I hope we are all having a great Sunday and I hope you all enjoy our weekend. So, the market will be open in a few minutes' time. Let's take a look at that. The market will be open in 1 hour and 35 minutes' time. So, I want to show us guys what I'm looking forward for as the market is about to open, right? So quick one family, I don't really want to make this video so long. So let me quickly share my ideas with us guys so that we can simply be watching how the price action will be delivering to us guys as the market is about to open, right? So I want us guys to have this understanding that you know whatsoever I will be looking forward to see in this market is my own perspective view, and with addition of my what strategy, right? With addition of my strategy. So whatsoever I'll be looking forward for in this market today does not really stand 100% that it must actually happen, right? So I want us guys to understand that all of us in this industry are what trading a probability game, right? All of us are trading a what probability game in this market. So there is not any strategy that has 100% probability of whatsoever you are looking forward for will what actually show up, right? Actually show up. So you have to have this what understanding in order for you to stop forcing yourself to be right about this market, right? In order for you to stop forcing yourself to be so right about this market, because the more you're trying to force yourself to be right about this market, that is when you will find yourself on the wrong side of the market. You will be doing so many things that you are not supposed to be doing, and you'll be depriving yourself from many opportunities that you are supposed to actually take advantage of, because you are trying to be what so right about this market. And you are trying to be so right about this market, which we all are trading a probability game. That is what you are supposed to be looking at. It you are not trying to be so right about this market, because like I said, if you try to be so right, you end up making a lot of mistake as well. So quick one family, I'm looking at Europe USD, GBP USD, and DXY. This is the idea that I will be sharing with those guys today. And if you are so interested in the idea, if you like the idea, you can go to your training view and mark out those zones that I will be showing us guys, which I am really looking at to see how price will be delivering to those zones, giving me my confidence. Then I take advantage of them, right? So quick one family, Europe USD, we are already trading bullish, right? But currently market is trading bearish. So quick one on the daily time frame, this as you can see right here, we're on the daily time frame. On the daily time frame, you can see that price have really expanded, right? Price has expanded, and you can see that price is currently contracting. So what I'm personally looking at, I'm looking at price to take out those liquidity right below this low right here, resting below this low. I'm looking at price to take out all of those liquidity, as the foil is always attracted to those areas of liquidity. As price is always attracted to areas of liquidity, I mean to say, right? I'm actually anticipating to see price taking out those liquidity, you know, then pull back to this zone right here, which you can see identify as my point of interest. Once they mitigate up this zone, I am looking to see a confirmation to validate my zones, right? This is how I personally trade. Like, I don't try to like go aggressively. If I try to go aggressively, trust me family, that idea won't really look sound idea. Like, it won't really look like a sound idea to me. So the only time I feel comfortable, the only time I feel like my idea be a sound idea is when price delivers to my point of interest, and I wait for that confirmation to confirm that price is willing to shift from the weak to the strong hand, right? So that is what really make my idea sound, that confirmation that I always wait for on the lower time frame to confirm my what higher time frame buyers. So like I said, I am looking at those zone right here, those liquidities that are resting below this low to be captured. And the reason why I am, probably looking at those zone to as my areas of interest, we can see that we have, large imbalances that are left unfelt, and also we have this institutional candle right here, this order block, this demand zone, whatever you call it, because everyone have a different name that we all call this, right? So this demand zone right here that we can see that really caused the break of this high right here. We can see that price has not yet trace back and mitigate of that zone, right? So there is high potential that we can see price pulling back to this zone right here, mitigating, giving us a lower time frame confirmation, then break short. And what is really giving me that confidence again that price should really sell down to this zone right here is because of those liquidity that are resting below this low right here. So like I said to us guys, price is always attracted to areas of liquidity, right? Price is always attracted to those areas of liquidity. So once I see price retrace back to this zone, which I just gave us the reason why I'm looking at this zone as a point of interest for me, you know, once price mitigate of this zone, I want to see a lower time frame confirmation. Once they confirm that zone, I am taking my long position, targeting this week high as well. But then I will be managing my trade as price is trying to come back and take out this week high, right? So this one right here, you just see that I just highlighted a week, but I'm gonna show us guys what I spotted on the 1 hour time frame when I was finding my higher time frame key zone on the lower time frame. I'm gonna show us guys the reason why I am looking at this zone right on the 1 hour time frame. Look perfectly clean, right? But on the 4 hours time frame, this on the daily time frame, this second demand zone, right? So demand zone right here look more clearer, right, than this, right? So probably if this demand zone right here fails to hold price, I am looking forward to this zone right here. Right, I'm looking forward to this rare because you can see this was the last before the impulse mode that take out this high, and price fails to come back and fill up this imbalance. Now that to get up this what demand zone and they keep buying up, right? Europe USD keep buying up, Europe USD keep buying up. So potentially if this zone right here fails to hold price, then probably I'm looking forward to this zone right here. I'm looking forward to this zone right here. Once they mitigate, I want to see that confirmation. Then I start looking to take my long position, right? So this is what I'm anticipating. Price should come, break structure on the 1 hour time frame, wait for that confirmation, then I take my buy. Same thing goes to this. If that first demand zone fails to hold price, right, this is what I'm anticipating. But for now, since price is contracting, when I move to the lower time frame, this is what we're gonna be seeing. So I'm making to take advantage of the sell to my to my demand zone. So let's quickly go to the 4 hours time frame since we have seen the bigger picture on the daily time frame. So we all know that we are trading bullish, but right now price is contracting. So as price is contracting from the daily time frame, we're gonna see more sells. We're gonna see like temporary sell as well on the 4 hours time frame, right? On the 4 hours time frame, which we are really, like I said, anticipating to see price taking out those liquidity, coming back to those demand zone, mitigating, breaking structure on the 1 hours time frame, showing us willing that the weak are, the weak are willing to give, the weak are getting weaker in the market. Um, what am I personally saying? Uh, like I said, once price pick up this zone, I want to see the weak to the strong hands, right? How price will be delivering for the weak to the strong hand, to probably confirm that price is willing to start, creating this new higher high, and I'll be looking to take out this high as well. So let me quickly go to the 4 hours time frame and show us guys the idea that I'm personally looking out for tomorrow. So on Europe USD, this is what I'm personally looking at for tomorrow. I'm looking at to see price to trace back to this zone, probably give us a lower time frame confirmation, then I take my sell, or price to pull back to this zone. Also, if this zone right here will fail to hold price, then probably I'm looking forward to this zone right here to see how price will be reacting up from that zone, whether the weak whether the weak will be willing to give back the strong hand, then I take my sell down to target this weak low, right? Take myself targeting this week low. So let me show us guys the confluence, the reason why I'm looking at this zone as my area of interest. So probably we can see the kind of momentum the price actually put on before you take out this low. And this was the last candle right here. Right, this was the last candle that leads to the break of this demand zone right here that fails to hold price, that price was able to take out the low, that we were able to form a new lower low, right? So you can see this demand zone right here. You can see that demand zone right here. We can see imbalance right here that has not been yet unfilled. And any demand zone that is aligning with imbalance, those kind of zones are very, very high probable where price will price will be willing to come back and respect of that zone, right? And also what is giving me confidence that price can push back to this zone right here is this imbalance right here. Right? We can see this imbalance is resting above this dynamic liquidity that is resting above this high, That's what I mean to say liquidity not imbalance. When this dynamic liquidity that is resting above this high, I am probably looking at to see price coming back to take out those liquidity, because there are a lot of orders that is resting above this high. So as we all know, the institutions are always attracted to those zones. So probably I'm looking at price to come back to those highs, induce all the people that are selling down from here, mitigate off this zone, then give me a lower time frame confirmation. Once I see that confirmation, I'm looking to take my shot. So probably if this zone right here won't be able to hold price, I have my second supply zone that I am potentially looking forward for. And why I'm you can see why I'm looking at this zone right here is because this candle right here, this large candle that you can see right here that sweep all those liquidity before the down move. There is still bank orders that is resting right here because they did not really mitigate off the 50% of that candle, which I'm going to show us, guys. Let me bring out my gang boss and measure the 50% from the week to the week. Right, let's measure the week to week. Right, you can see they did not really mitigate off the 50% of that order block. Right, that totally shows that the institution's order is still on right from here. Right, there is still price action that needs to be balanced off from this right zone right here. So probably if this zone right here will fail to hold price, then I am looking forward to this zone to see how price will be delivering to that zone. Then I take advantage of it. That's if I see the confirmation that I'm personally looking forward for. Right, if I see a confirmation up from this zone, I will be looking to take my shot. So as simple as that. Same thing goes to this. Right, so let's quickly go to GBP USD. I've shown us, guys, what I'm looking on Euro USD. I'm looking to go short, and I've shown us, guys, the confluence, the reason why I'm looking at price to come back to this zone for mitigation. Right from here we have large momentum that actually kicking imbalance institutional candle. Right, watch this align with my confluences that I look out for when looking at my areas of supply or demand. So the same thing goes to this, a shift of liquidity. So the same price action goes to those zones right here. Right, and the reason why, if I'm also looking at this zone right here, if we're not, the reason why I'm looking at this zone right here, the additional confluence that I'm also saying is this liquidity right here. So if this zone won't be hold, if this zone won't hold, then let's look forward to this zone. Like, I'm still willing to risk my what my capital on this zone. That's if my confluence is actually show up. Right, I'm still willing to risk on this guy right here. So quick one, let's go to GBP USD. This is what I'm making on GBP USD. The same confluence. Remember, GBP USD, Euro USD, they correlate. So the reason why I trade both of them is because if Europe USD is not really giving me something tangible to look out for, I can probably see GBP USD, giving me a very, very clear something that I can personally take advantage of. Right, and the reason why I throw those two pairs because they are very, very volatile. Right, they move very, very fast in the market. They move very, very fast in the market other than the other pairs. Right, so I personally trade those two pairs. Like, those are my major pairs: Europe USD, GBP USD, then DXY. But I look at DXY as a divergent. That's if we are trading bearish on Europe USD, I want to be seeing DXY creating a new higher high. I want to see DXY forming a higher high. That's okay. The bearish trend on Europe USD, I want to see a divergent. Right, that's Europe USD bearish, DXY bullish. That is what I want to be seeing. So quickly, like I said to us, guys, the same confluence, the same view. What I'm looking on Europe USD, the same thing goes to GBP USD. So GBP USD price has not yet taken out this low. But probably I am really anticipating to see that happening as the market is about to open. I am really, really anticipating to see that happen. Right, I am really anticipating to see that happen. So once the market open, I want to see this low being taken out. Then I'm potentially looking at this zone to see price respecting of this zone to form this new lower high. Once they respect this lower high, I want to see a confirmation to confirm my supply zone. Right, this zone right here fails to hold price, then let's probably take out this liquidity, mitigate of this unmitigated supply zone, give us a lower time frame confirmation, then we sell down. Right, and if we take a look at these zones that are highlighted on the 1 hour time frame, they look very, very clean for us to personally look out for. So what can we see right here? We can see that this was the last supply zone that leads to the break of this low right here, and you can see there are a lot of large volume that actually kicking from that zone, which is this zone right here, the last before the sell, candle right here. You can see this large, momentum that actually kicking, right? And we can see those imbalances, and then they left unmitigated, right? So there is high potential that price can respect this zone, but because the zone actually looks clean doesn't mean that price must actually respect the zone, right? So we have to have this in the back of our mind, right? We really have to have this in the back of mind, because if you are just looking at the zone and you are giving it your 100%, trust me family, the market will disappoint you, and your psychology will really be messed up, and you might even end up taking some decisions in the market that you cannot actually stand it, right? So you have to learn how to think in probability, right? You really have to learn how to think in probability in this market. So the same thing goes to this zone right here. This was the last before the down move. We have a break of structure here. We have a retest. We fill up this this order right here before the sell down, and you can see probably after this sell down, we are really anticipating to see a kind of pullback. The price will really pull back to this zone and mitigate, but we can see you know luckily price did not really push back to that zone, and they left that zone unmitigated, which we can really look at price to come back and mitigate off that zone now, right? So, and what is giving me confidence that if this zone will not hold, price will really buy up to this zone because of this trend line liquidity that is resting above this high, this dynamic liquidity. So potentially price can really come back and what seek out for those liquidity, right? And I'm looking at this. I personally target the open of the candle, right? And also we can look at this large volume that actually leads to the break of this low, and we can see how they left this imbalance, right? How there is this imbalance that is aligning with this supply zone, which if you see this kind of confluence, is a very high confluence that you can look at for price to come back for mitigation. And the reason why I am looking at this zone is also because what I look at for when looking at my supply and my demand zones, this confluence actually meets up with what I personally look at for. So I will be looking at this guy, you know, I'll be looking at this guy as the market is about to open. So, we all should keep our eye on this. If you like the idea, you can, probably mark it out and, have patience, right? Remember, trading is all patient, right? Trading is all patient, and have patience to see how price is delivering to what we are actually looking at, to see how price will, actually play out, right? We'll be patient to see how price will be delivering to our idea, right? So, this is what I'm currently looking at on Euro USD, GBP USD. So let me show us guys DXY. Let me show us guys DXY. Like I said to us guys, if you are bearish on Euro USD, GBP USD, then probably we should be bullish on DXY, which you can see, right? We're totally bullish, and we can see right here we have this imbalance, which is liquidity in the market, right? All those zones right here. If I should use our trend line, this is a trend line liquidity, which I am personally looking at to see how price will be seeking at all those liquidity, because liquidity are fuel to the market, right? We have to understand this concept of liquidity, because liquidity is fuel to the market, and the institutions are always attracted to those, because without liquidity there is no way we can trade in this market, right? There is no way we can trade in this market. So probably I am really looking at this liquidity to what get swept, right? I'm looking at this liquidity to get swept, right? So I don't personally trade this pair. I don't trade this pair, but I use it like a divergent. Like I said to us guys, I use this as a divergent for the USD pairs, right? So once price pull back on this guy, Europe USD, GBP USD, we're gonna be seeing that new lower high that we are anticipating. So this is what I'm looking forward for tomorrow. If you like this idea, family, you can kindly go to your chart, highlight those zones, and let's wait to see how the word probability will actually show up, right? Let's personally wait for the price to actually give us what we are what looking forward for, right? So if you really love what I'm doing, family, show some support. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and make sure you like my video, and also turn on that notification bell, because we are just getting started, right? This is market review episode 2, right? So 3 is coming, 4 is coming, 5 is coming, they're on their way coming, right? We're gonna keep doing this, over and over and over and over again, right? So let's go. I wish us all a profitable week. And don't forget to what plan your trade and trade your plan, right? Don't forget to what plan your trade and trade your plan. And also, don't try to force this market because you see your fellow traders are what having a winning trade, right? Don't try to force the market, right? Because one thing I always tell myself, when I'm not in the trade, I see my other fellow traders, participating. The only thing I will tell myself is, maybe their idea is showing up, their edge is playing out. That is why they are, really taking advantage of it to make money, right? So I will also wait for my own edge to actually show up. Then I take advantage of it. So I don't really force myself because I see others making it. Then I want to force myself to also, kill it. No, I will patiently wait to see how my idea will be what showing up. So even though I don't trade for a whole week, it's still fine. It's better than not taking a loss, right? That is what I want us to understand. It's better than not taking a loss, right? If you did not trade for the whole week, right? If you did not trade for the whole week, it's better than not trading, taking a loss than for you to try to force anything, like try to force a buy, try to force a sell, and you keep taking loss over and over again. So we all should stay disciplined as the market is about to open. We should always trade what we are looking for. And even though you have just one winning trade for the whole week, you are still good to go. Trust me, family. You have a one winning trade with a good risk to reward, maybe a 1 to 5, a 1 to 3. You are making 5%, 3% of what you are risking. You have to understand that not all the time that you catch 4 trade, 5 trade in a week. Right? Sometimes one trade is enough with a good risk to reward. And the percentage actually makes sense to me, right? I don't know for you, but it actually makes sense for me. Making 3%, 5% a week. Trust me, family. If you keep doing this, like you keep making 3%, 5% consistently, multiply it. Trust me, family, multiply it. It's a very big win. Very, very big win. A month is a very big win. So don't try to force the market, just be disciplined and trade your plan. So as simple as that, right? Don't complicate trading. The reason why many of us quit is because we try to complicate this game, right? Which this game is a game that you just need to keep it simple to yourself and you abide by your rules, right? So that is how it is. That is how it is. So cheers, family. We all should have a profitable week.